Hello and welcome to the Gale Blade News. A Spanish study has cast doubt on the feasibility of herd immunity as a way of tackling the coronavirus pandemic. A study of more than 60,000 people estimates that around just 5% of the Spanish population has developed antibodies, the medical journal The Lancet reported. Herd immunity is achieved when enough people become infected with the virus that it stops its spread. Around 70% to 90% of the population needs to be immune to protect the uninfected. The prevalence of COVID-19 antibodies was below 3% in coastal regions, but higher in areas of Spain with widespread outbreaks, the report said. Despite the high impact of COVID-19 in Spain, prevalence estimates remain low and are clearly insufficient to provide herd immunity, the study's authors said in the report. In this situation, social distance measures and efforts to identify and isolate new cases and their contacts are imperative for future epidemic control. The study is thought to be the largest of its kind on the coronavirus in Europe. There have been studies of a similar kind in China and the US, and the key finding from these representative cohorts is that most of the population appears to have remained unexposed to the coronavirus, even in areas with widespread virus circulation, the Lancet article said. The country has recorded more than 250,000 cases and at least 28,385 deaths, but daily fatalities have been in single figures for most of the past 3 weeks. However, officials in the northwestern region of Galicia have reimposed restrictions of an area of 70,000 people following an outbreak. Officials linked local outbreaks to the bars in the area. Capacity in bars and restaurants have been limited to 50%. There are now 258 cases of COVID-19 in Galicia, including 117 in Lugo province, authorities say. On Saturday, the autonomous government of Catalonia reimposed controls on an area of 210,000 residents after a sharp rise in infections there. Catalan President Quim Torra said no one would be allowed to enter or leave Segria, a district west of Barcelona that includes the city of Lleida. What do you think of this? Is this something you're actually quite concerned about? Do you think that we're actually going to see more lockdowns within various regions? And what do you think about the herd immunity prospect that, say, the UK government seems to be going along the lines of? I don't think it's a very effective strategy because you don't know how you're going to react to that. You can be a young person and still end up dying. I mean, we've had a couple of babies who've died, and there was a 13-year-old boy who's also passed away. So there are cases where those people who are younger still die as a result. Whatever you think, leave your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.